Okay, scare friends, get ready. Hold on to your seats and don't forget to grab your sides because they just might split. It's time for another episode of the GRiM Show. What's up, scare friends? It's your host, Mr. GRiM, and I'm back on the air. That's right, they tried to keep me off. Actually, they didn't, but that's never the mind. It just sounded good. Who's writing these scripts? Anyway, this is Mr. GRiM, and I'm back with the GRiM Show, another episode. Now, I realize that I haven't been in your homes for quite a while. That's because you keep locking the doors and shutting the windows. But seriously, scare friends, I'm back, and I got my new location. Check this out. That's right. It's a 50-acre farm. 50-acre farm, and I got a farmhouse. And I got some cattle. It's a really nice barn. Check it. It's beautiful. Oh, no! Who's rigging this thing anyway? Come on, I'm doing a show here, Mike. Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain. Anyway, scare friends, this show, I've got a new mask to show you. Now, if you've seen my website recently, there it is there. You may want to take a look at it, grimstitchfactory.com. Take a look at my website, and if you've been on it recently, you've noticed that old Mr. GRiM has put on a new mask. There it is. New for 2023. Now, this particular mask I made a few months ago, and, well, it received a lot of cool attention. A lot of people said they liked it. One person actually bought the only one I made. So then I got thinking to myself, I says, hey, Mr. GRiM, seems you might have a winner there. So, I made more. That's right. Here's another one. Put him on the red website. His name is Roadkill. Now, like all GRiM Stitch Factory masks, this Roadkill mask is made to the same quality standard that all my masks on my site are made with. They're 100% burlap. They're full head, lace up in the back. You've got sponges inside. They're super lightweight and comfortable. There's no latex. There's no silicone. So it's not heavy. It's not hot. And in fact, if it were hot, I'd be sweating because I've been wearing this for the 5th take. But I'm just fine. No problem. And anybody who wears my masks for extended periods of time will tell you the same thing. Now, the beauty of the Roadkill mask is that it comes already all bloodied up. That's a really nice perk. Now, normally, you have to pay extra for blood because I'm going to be honest with you, scare friends. Putting blood on burlap is not an easy task. And anybody who's tried it knows that this stuff is a sponge when it comes to blood. Soaks right in. Also, the color of the burlap changes the color of the blood. So I use 3 different bloods just to get this effect. And I have to layer it so it builds up through the fibers of the burlap to come out. So that's a lot of blood. I'm just not slapping it on latex where it sits on top. Those guys have it lucky. Me, I don't have it that lucky. So anyway, this mask comes already bloodied up. Really nice. And like all my other masks, this one has a 16 gauge wire that runs up the jaw and part of the side of the head. So that way you can narrow or expand the jawline of the mask to better fit your face if you need to. So that's a nice perk that a lot of masks simply do not have. Anyway, guys, there it is. Roadkill. Check them out on my website. If you want to order, drop me a line at grimstitchfactory@yahoo.com and I can build one just for you. Okay, let's put him aside. Now, what has Mr. GRiM been doing? Well, yeah, I've been building masks because that's what I do. I'm addicted to building scarecrow masks because, like you, Halloween to me is 365 days a year. So I like to keep busy. But that only doesn't, just not masks. I like to keep busy watching movies and what have you. And I like horror movies, and, well, who doesn't? So I spend, unfortunately, some quality time watching horror movies. And I was really lucky recently, a couple of months ago, one of my favorite horror movies of all time finally got released onto Blu-ray. This is a movie that I saw when I was a kid. It's from 1972, and wow, it scared the bejesus out of me, and I've never forgotten it and always loved it, and here it is. Moon of the Wolf. Now, if you haven't seen this movie, it's a made-for-TV movie from 1972, and it stars David Jansen among a list of other really notable cast members. It's a really cool movie, and it came out on Blu-ray. Finally, the picture is absolutely gorgeous. Comes with a nice slipcase. Look at that, yeah. So if you haven't seen this movie, Scare Friends, and you like werewolf movies, you might find this to be of particular interest. Now, it takes place in Louisiana. It's back in 1972, so it's got a really nice, authentic, retro flavor to it. And it's about a small-town sheriff who decides to investigate a series of wolfman killings. And there's a whole cast of interesting characters, and somebody is the Wolfman. It's a really cool film. Now, what a lot of people don't realize about Moon of the Wolf is that it's actually based on a book. It's actually based on a book. And a lot of people don't realize that because the book is not largely known. So, I have an actual copy of this book, first print edition, because the artwork is so awesome. Check this out. Look at that artwork. Moon of the Wolf. Look at that wolf. That's incredible artwork. It's freaking horrifying. Yeah. So I got an original book of this. I got it on eBay. It's kind of hard to come by in this particular cover because it's had a couple of re-releases. And it's by a writer named Leslie H. Whitten. Anyway, guys, we had a mask and we had a book. What more do you want on a show? Maybe some guest stars? I wish I could afford some guest stars. That would be pretty cool. It's a welcome to the GRiM Show, sir. Tell me, how was your flight? Anyway, guys, we will see you again real soon. Another mask, more masks, maybe some more movies. Until then, this is your scare friend, your confidant from the cornfield, Mr. GRiM. We'll see you real soon, so keep it scary.